When you upgrade your iPad to iOS6, that's the latest version of the operating system, you've now got a clock application. This was previously missing. You can have a world clock, you can set alarms, stopwatch, and a timer. Let's look at the world clock. Now, I would quite like to add a time clock. I've got someone I know who lives in Anchorage, USA, so now I know what time it is in Anchorage. I'm going to add my time zone here. It's not actually a city that's listed right at the very top, but if I start typing the name of that city, it will appear. Let's add another one. I've got lots of friends that live in the UK, so let's have a look at London. I like to add that, and it starts to put the weather in as well, if you notice. So let's add another one. Let's look at Philadelphia or New York. Philadelphia, I've got relations there. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm adding clocks around the world. I've got several clients in Perth in Australia. Perth, Australia. Yeah, I finally got it, even though I couldn't spell it very well. And Los Angeles. I need some clients in Los Angeles, so let's look. Los Angeles. There it is. Now, I quite like to have my clocks arranged in a certain way. So what I'd like is to have the Los Angeles clock next to the Anchorage. I'm going to put my finger on those three little lines and just keep holding my mouse, keep holding my finger down and just move it up. The Wellington, put my finger on those three lines, keep your finger down, come down to the bottom, and there it is. I think Philadelphia do well to go up, and now it looks like I've got them in pretty much in order as they appear on the globe. Let's look at setting some alarms. So I need a new alarm, so plus. We're going to repeat it every Monday. It's going to be a sound. I'll use that sound. Snooze is on, label would be alarm, and it wants to go off at 0700 hours or 7 o'clock in the morning. And let's save that. So there's my alarm. That alarm is no longer on. On, off. Let's create another one. We're going to repeat it every Tuesday. In fact, what we could do is we could cancel that. Let's choose this alarm here. Let's edit my alarm. So just tap the edit button. Now let's have a look. So do we want it to go on every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday? But actually what we find is that Tuesday and Thursdays are early start days. So I actually need to have different time clocks for those. Let's save that. Let's create another one. So just tap there on the plus button. This is going to be at 0530 hours. So 5:30 in the morning. It's going to be every Tuesday and Thursday. And let's save that. So now I've got a whole series of alarms, they're all on. So if I turn those two off, they turn off. Tap that alarm, those ones are turned off. Turn those on, tap on those, turn those on. Now I've got all my alarms for the whole week all set. Maybe you don't want to be woken up at all. Stopwatch, start it, stop it, and the timer. You want a 3-minute egg, just start the timer and it'll ring when it's finished. We can choose the sounds. Stopwatch just doesn't have an alarm to it because you just start it and stop it when you want it. Those alarms we've been through, the world clock we've been through, so that's the new clock So that's new clock with iOS6.